Hey, Cafecito crew. I'm Anna Franklin, your friendly neighborhood realtor, here to walk you through the wild, rewarding, and sometimes confusing world of buying your first home. Today's episode is for the dreamers, the folks who say, what if I just buy some land and build exactly what I want? And listen, I love a bold vision, but buying land versus buying a traditional home, that's apples and androids. Same general thing, wildly different experience. So grab your cafecito and let's talk about what you need to know before you decide to go land shopping. Buying land sounds amazing, right? No HOA, wide open skies, build whatever you want, maybe a tiny house, maybe a big old modern ranch with a wraparound porch and a chicken named Kevin. But here's the truth. Buying land isn't just skipping the house part of a home purchase. It's a whole different process with different costs, timelines, and headaches. Now let's compare that with buying a house that already exists. When you're buying one that's already there, it already has electricity, plumbing, and a roof. It can usually be financed with a traditional mortgage. You get access to first time buyer programs, down payment assistance, and lower interest rates, and you can move in within a few weeks. There's less uncertainty, fewer moving parts, and a ton more support. Now let's talk land financing because this is where a lot of dreams hit their first speed bump. Here are the most common ways to finance land. Land loan requires a bigger down payment, often 25 to 50%. They carry a shorter term and higher interest rates than a traditional real estate loan. Why? Because banks consider raw land a risky investment. Construction loans. These are only available after you own the land, and you'll need approved building plans, a licensed contractor, and permits in hand before the bank even considers. Another way that you can finance it is seller financing. Sometimes the land seller is actually willing to act as the lender. It's rare, but it happens. And lastly, cash. Honestly, a lot of land is purchased with cash just because it's cleaner and faster. But here's the kicker. You're also on the hook for everything from utilities and access roads to grading and permits. And that's all before you even pour a foundation. One time, a hopeful buyer said to me, I'll buy land now and build in a few years when I'm ready. And I said, that's cool. Just make sure you're okay looking at dirt for a while because after we priced everything, before even pouring the foundation, just to get the utilities and the sewer line hooked up, it was $80,000. Buying land is doable, but it's a long game. You need patience, a plan, and honestly, a pretty solid budget. So, which is better for a first time buyer? If you're trying to get a stable housing situation within the next, 6 months or so, build equity and keep your stress levels manageable, a traditional home is your best bet. But if you have cash, flexibility, and are ready to navigate the world of permits, zoning, and builder timelines, land might be a good fit, but only if you go in well informed. Thanks for hanging out with me on Keys and Cafecito. If this episode helped you sort through the land versus home debate, share it with your favorite dreamer. And if you're still unsure which route to take, that's what I'm here for. Drop into my DMs or send me an email. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow along on social, especially if you like your real estate advice served with a little heart and a lot of cafecito. Until next time, I'm Anna Franklin, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way.